What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with my top 5 SEC rankings after week 3. And we got a shakeup. I had a couple of teams in last week that won't be in this week, and that's Texas and South Carolina. I kicked both of them out. Terrible performances. But anyway, and that benefit a couple of other teams. So let's get into it. And y'all gonna be surprised at this one. Coming in at number 5, the Vanderbilt Commodores. I never thought I would put Vanderbilt in the top 5 of anything. But Vanderbilt is playing some damn good football. And they winning. The offense is putting up points. And the defense is playing very good defense. As a matter of fact, Vanderbilt defense is only giving up, on average, 237 yards per game. That's outstanding. They're giving up only 154 yards passing and only 82 yards rushing. That's how you win games. Their offense is averaging 194 more yards than what the defense is giving up. That's a recipe for winning. And on top of that, Diego Pavia, he's doing what he do. Okay, you know he like to run. He can pass too. His running ability is a great asset to that Vanderbilt offense. Vanderbilt in the first game put up 45 points. Second game, 44 points. And then this past week, 31 points. So this offense is on a roll. The defense is doing their job. The defense through these 3 games has given up 30 points. Exactly 30 points. On average, 10 points a game. That's all their defense is giving up. So Vanderbilt, they deserve to be in this SEC top 5 ranking. According, at least that's my opinion. They deserve it. Vanderbilt is playing good. Vanderbilt is playing way better football than those Texas Longhorns. We'll see if Vanderbilt can get a victory over Texas because they meet this season. So, yeah, I got Vanderbilt coming in at number 5. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Vanderbilt defense was only giving up 237 yards coming into this season? Somebody tell me something. Man, but anyway, Vanderbilt coming in at number 5. At number 4, some people won't like this, but this is my top 5 rankings, and this is my opinion. So coming in at number 4, even though they lost, I got the Tennessee Volunteers. That loss is not on the team, in my opinion. The loss is on Josh Heupel and solely on Josh Heupel. So, and even that, they took Georgia into overtime, and Georgia wound up beating them by what, 4 points? All right, so Tennessee played a hell of a game. The first 2 weeks, Tennessee impressed. All right, they did beat Power 4 Syracuse, a Syracuse team, like I said, who won 10 games last season. I don't know what they done did since they done lost to Tennessee, but I was very impressed with Tennessee this past Saturday. They came out, they blew the game wide open. I mean, they jumped on Georgia so quick. But hey, in true Georgia fashion, they make adjustments and they find a way to win. And another thing, I got to tell Josh Heupel again, with Georgia, if you got them down, you got to keep them down. You got to kick them when they down. You can't let them up. And that was Josh Heupel's mistake. Now, when it comes to Vanderbilt, when it comes to Tennessee, you know they can put up points. They put up 41 on Georgia. They put up 72 the weekend before that against East Tennessee. And against Syracuse, they put up 45 points. Joey Aguilar, one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. 9 touchdowns this season, and through these 3 games, 2 interceptions. I think he threw for over 900 yards already. Their offense has a recipe for success. The defense without those starting corners is suffering. And it suffered against Georgia. But even so, I got Tennessee at number 4. Because guess what? Look at the performance in all 3 games. They just came up on the short end of the stick against Georgia. Due to coaching. Not due to effort. Not due with playing. We'll say due to effort and quality play on the football field. There's a lot of people who thought Tennessee didn't stand a chance in this game. But Tennessee jumped out on them 21-7. They had a lead with 6 minutes left in the game. And their coach, Josh Heupel, went soft. But hey, it happens. So maybe this is good for them. And hopefully, maybe, they can rebound from it and still be a playoff team. Now, if they come out and mess this effort up. Matter of fact, who do they got next? They got UAB next. They'll win. Then they got Mississippi State, Arkansas, and Alabama. So hopefully they'll rebound from this and come out a better team. Just not against my Alabama Crimson Tide the 3rd Saturday in October. But hey, it is what it is. I got Tennessee at number 4. And if you don't like it, oh well. Coming in at number 3, I got the Ole Miss Rebels. Ole Miss already got 2 SEC wins over Arkansas and Kentucky. I know not one of them was ranked. Ole Miss or Kentucky, they wasn't ranked. But that's fine and dandy. Still, they got 2 freaking SEC wins, more than any other SEC team, and they're undefeated. Now, Ole Miss, they struggled a little bit against Kentucky and against Arkansas. But guess what? They pulled out the win. All right. Do I think Ole Miss will stay at number 3 in my top 5 SEC rankings? Probably not. But as for this week, they are there. They are there. Now, Ole Miss, matter of fact, they got Tulane next week. Tulane, I don't think they're a bad team. Tulane, 1, 2, they 0-3. I mean 3-0. They 3-0. They got a Power 4 win too over Duke. Over Duke. All right. And Northwestern. So they got some quality wins. But I don't think Ole Miss going to stay in my top rankings for too long. But as of right now, that's where they at. And I think they belong there. I think they belong. They haven't lost a game. They playing decent football. All right. So, and guess what? They got a pretty good head damn coach. So I think I'm justified in putting Ole Miss in my top 5 at number 3. I kind of went back and forth between Ole Miss and Texas A&M in that spot. But I ultimately went with Ole Miss because they got 2 SEC wins. And I know Texas A&M, they beat Notre Dame this past Saturday. But the thing is, that's the only quality win, and it was only by 1 point. So that's why I went with Ole Miss. All right, coming in at number 2, and I went back and forth with this too. I got LSU. And what made me hesitant about putting LSU at number 2 in my top 5, they would have been in the top 5 anyway. But what made me hesitant putting them at number 2 is their offense. Their offense is struggling. They have put up 23, 43, 53 points through these 3 games. All wins. 17 against Clemson. 23 against LSU. So that's 40. And so 60 points. And 20 against Florida. But Florida is not a very good team. La Tech, I feel like they should have blew them out the water, put up way more than 23 points, but they didn't. And then the win against against Clemson, that's not a big win. And we see that now because Clemson is not a good team. Not a good team. But anyway, nevertheless, they 3-0. They 3-0. Two quality wins against Clemson and LSU. I mean, Clemson and Florida, even though I don't think those teams are great teams, but they are two Power 4 teams. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I don't think LSU going to stay at number 2 because that offense. Now, they'll beat the shit out of Southeast Louisiana, who they got coming up next. But after that, Ole Miss and South Carolina, and once they get really into SEC play with the top-notch SEC teams, they ain't going to last. Not with that offense. But as of right now, they are number 2 on my top 5 SEC rankings. LSU. But they will fall. Trust me. Garrett Nussmeier's not playing the best ball. That offense is definitely not playing their best ball. Their defense is the reason why they are 3-0. And that defense is the reason why they number 2 on my SEC top 5. And at number 1, the Georgia Bulldogs back at number 1. Once again, they proved something this weekend. And they prove that you can't let up. Even when you think you got them down, you can't let up. Gunner, he showed us something on Saturday. You can't doubt Gunner Stockton. You can't doubt him. He performed, and he performed well. All right? He threw a couple of dime passes downfield, especially in the end zone, that over-the-shoulder pass for the touchdown. Dime. He's a runner. He can run, and they got some called quarterback runs. So the defense, I think the defense can use some work, a lot of work, especially that secondary. But if Gunner continue to play like that and the offense continue to play like that, I think this Georgia team will go a long way. All right. They put up 44 points. 44 points. After the week prior against Austin Peay, they struggled. Then when they came in with a top 25 SEC team and did what they did. Even though Tennessee gave them all they could handle, they still prevailed. So Georgia, they deserve to be they deserve to be number 1 in my top 5 SEC rankings. So there you have it. Kangaroo Black's top 5 SEC rankings after week 3. The Vanderbilt Commodores, the Tennessee Volunteers, Ole Miss Rebels, LSU Tigers, and the Georgia Bulldogs at number 1. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Give me your opinion, and we'll go from there. But until then, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.